Hi, I'm Deb Helfrich, www.insightsoccur.com. I'm the globe's original well-being philosopher. And today is Saturday, August 29th, and we've lost Chadwick Boseman, King T'Challa, the Black Panther. That movie touched the world. And it is very, very, very sad to lose a young Black man of 43 to cancer. While I prominently do anti-racist work, that is my #1 priority, I truly believe I have some important things to say about human health. That's what well-being philosophy is all about. You're curious, hashtag well-being philosophy. LinkedIn, YouTube, I'm sure Google will get you there as well. I've learned some things in having the capacity to come back from a series of chronic illnesses that decimated my 40s. And as a philosopher, I'm in a unique position to be able to talk about human health and human potential and the fountain of youth in a way that gets us out of this bind that Western medicine, pharmaceutical-based interventions are failing to address chronic disease. Western medicine is awesome at acute, traumatic saving of lives, okay? It's because I want to dispute how good it is at chronic disease. Let's give it props. It's an incredibly robust tool for any crisis. But when it comes to people living for years with chronic disease, conditions that may not even be able to be diagnosed, as mine is one that is temporarily, quite frequently ignored, would fall under the category of invisible illness, multiple chemical sensitivity, which was brought on by a mold exposure. It is known, that this causes problems. But most people who suffer from mold basically retreat from society. In honor of Chadwick's death, I really want to find an investment. In honor of Kobe's death, in honor of the shooting in the back, paralyzation of a Black man in Wisconsin, in honor of the NBA players ceasing to play, in honor of Kenny Smith walking off the set of Inside the NBA, in honor of a week in which we must all come to terms with the fact that Black men in America are an endangered species. I'm looking to bring the capacity for clear thinking that is very life-centric, thinking that is utterly humane, thinking that loves Black men to the public sphere. I'm seeking a producing partner, investments, donations, admin support. As I said, I was struggling with the disease for a decade, and it's time for me to get a team. I can't keep crying over the way our society treats Black men. It's time for me to stand on stage and cry, and then offer some real, sincere solutions that change the thinking of individuals. We're currently looking at this as a systemic problem, and all the systems are broken. The way we fix the systems is to realize faulty, flawed, evil men, mostly of Northern European white skin descent, made decisions previously. We can now all make entirely different decisions. Precedent has left Earth thanks to coronavirus. Now is the time to learn something brand new, hashtag wellbeing philosopher, from somebody who didn't participate in the old broken society. That's why I'm struggling. Where have you been lately? Opting out of a failed civilization is what I was doing. That's why I'm really poised. Although my laptop and my monitor was not poised for a second. We need a brand new set of experts who are generalists, philosophers, thinkers, lovers, carers, believers in humanity, to gain a much broader stage. And helping me will help those people, whoever they are, because they'll gravitate towards me and I'll see them and I will help them in the way that I've been struggling to get anyone to help me. Please find me on LinkedIn. Look at my website, view my YouTube channel, reach out. Mention me to somebody, because we cannot keep losing Black men the rate that this is going on. And if we do, for even a couple more months, America, you're going to burn. But that might be what you need. In any case, some of us will continue to be here. Some of us will continue loving everyone we meet. Some of us will continue figuring out how to live in a world that's broken while contributing to the world that our kids need. Here's the honest truth. Earlier this week, I commented on LinkedIn about Roger Goodell's second installment of Conversations, Difficult, Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man by Emmanuel Agent. I find it hard to remember that most people consider conversations with Black men uncomfortable, seeing as how I've enjoyed them my whole life. And what I had to say was, the commissioner repeatedly said, well, this will take a long time. This will take a long time as far as fixing racism. And that is erroneous. Kids are not born racist. They got taught. We all got taught. Our society enforces these false beliefs everywhere we turn. We can stop believing false beliefs. Somebody can start modeling racial harmony, start showing real sincere love of Black men. Create a little SoundCloud improv if you're really curious about what I intend to do with my one-woman show, #Redheaded She-Hulk. But if kids aren't born racist, and we stop teaching them racism, in just a handful of years, all the old racists are going to die out. And then we will live in a post-racialized society. We can work for that, and we can put a time on that. Racism is absolutely demolished within 5 years. Not all racist people, we're not gonna go around demolishing them. We'll let them live in a way that they don't seem to have the capacity to let Black men live. But we can demolish the state of our civilization as one that inherited racism from colonialism. Everywhere, even countries in Africa, are suffering from the effects of colonialism, of the belief that somehow white skin, it's a delusion, forget the belief, it's a delusion of white supremacy. I am comfortable confronting racism. I am comfortable reverse engineering backwards from a world in which we've moved past this incredibly traumatic phase. I'm ready to become the redheaded She-Hulk. Just like Bruce Banner was normally a mild-mannered neuroscientist, when he's out in the world, poor as shit, just trying to figure out what to do with his gamma radiation sickness. I've been a well-mannered, quiet, Zen philosopher. But this shit has got me raging mad. scream with heart chakra love for the species. But the bluntness and the intelligence to hold the old, heinous, horrific thinking accountable. Looking forward to working with everyone who wants to think about how we truly move forward. Because if we do not, humanity is in a very precarious position. All right. Who can be so incredibly in their emotions on a stage, talking about the state of our world? We all need this. And I've put in the time, the effort, and the sacrifice to be ready to talk to the world about the fact that I love Black men. Categorically. In all ways. Let's bring this show to the internet. Complex conversations with a redhead. Hit me up. Talk to you soon. Harmony.